Hi, my name is Muhammad Syakir Irfan bin Muhammad Kishomar. I am from Section 8. My matric number is AE20210019. So now I want to demonstrate how to do question 1 using Maple. So first, we write the equation W is equal to x squared plus y squared plus z squared. And then we must find a differential of x. B as y and C represented by z. So in question, it gives the equation of x equals to r dot cos theta. We find the theta symbol, and y equals to q dot r squared times sin theta. Z equal to set B. We find the symbol of z. Then we do a chain rule to find dw dr equals to A times the differential of ds over dr plus B times differential of dy over dr and plus C times differential of dz over dr, and we get the final answer. For question 1b, determine dz over dy. So the first step, we say f equal to 4x squared z power of 3 minus 5 times y times z power of 2 minus 3z plus xy minus xy squared. So we get the equation. First step is we find the differential of fy dy over df over dy. Next is fz df over dz. To find the dz over dy, dz dy is equals to fy over fz. For question C, I just plot the graph by type plot in bracket 2 times x 5 minus in bracket x tolak 1 squared. We get the graph. Same goes as question 1C2. I just plot 3D and put the equation in bracket.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Ishaduddin bin Faizil. My matrix number is AE210047, and I'm from group 11 from section 8. So I will be show to you how to calculate or how to answer the question by using software simulation. So for this question 2A, at first you need us to evaluate the integral by choosing one orientation, which is we can use dz dy dx, dz dx dy, dy dz dx, and also dy dx dz. So for this question, I have used dy dx dz. So before we start, we have to find the equation, or we have to find the value of z. So we get z is equal to z 1 minus x squared. So after get the z value, so you can just put to the limit, because we already get the limit of dx and also dy, which is dx we get 0 to 1 and dy 0 to x. So for dz, we get the limit of 0 to z 1 minus x squared. So after that, we have to evaluate the integral. So just type that I showed this one, like I show at the screen right now. So you will get the answer, which is same with the calculation. For next question, which is question 2B. So the 2B want us to find the volume of curve which cut from a cylinder by a certain equation by the plane z equal to 0 and also z equal to y. So first thing first, we have to find a limit of y and also a limit of x. So to find y, we have to write hashtag limit y, and also write x equal to 3 squared plus y squared equal to 9. So after that, we write next equation, which is y equal to 9 minus in bracket x minus 3 squared. So after that, we put if y equal to 0, evaluate at point y equal to 0. So we will get 0 equal to 9 minus x minus 3 squared, and we solve it and we get the limit of x, which is x equal to 0 and also x equal to 6. So for the full equation, we put it like I show it on the screen, which is v equal to triple integral. We use in triple integral dz dy dx, and the limit of dx is 0 to 6, the limit of dy 0 to 9 minus x minus 3 squared, and also for dz 0 to y. So after we type like I showed it like this, after we calculate it, I will get the 125/3, which is will be produce a answer 18, which is same with the manual calculation that I do it before. So that's for the question to be. Okay, for this question to see, need us to use a spherical coordinate to evaluate the mass of solid given by the integral below. So for this question, need us to find a plot 3D. So for this question, we need to just write the like I show it on the screen, plot 3D in bracket set x squared plus y squared, and that's the limit of x. Yes, because in manual calculation, we have to find the limit of x squared. We have to find the limit of x and y. So in this question, we will get the graph 3D, but only for this equation only. So next, we have to type restart and also with in bracket plots. So for this step, it actually need us to find a curve. Yes, because after this we already get the graph for 3D, which is in a straight line or a plane. So for this one, we need to find a curve. So just simply type like that, implicit plot 3D, x squared plus y squared plus z squared minus 8, and x equal to their limit and y to their limit, also z to their limit. So after you put all the value and also type that, you will get that 3D graph, which mean you will get the curve like that, like I showed it. So then for the next step, we have to write again restart and also with plot. So if you see the blue thing, which is a blue word, that is a command. So then we need to write implicit plot, which means we have to find a shaded area. So this what we see right here is on the top of the graph. So you will get the shaded area. So just simply write that equation, x squared plus y squared equal to 4, and their limit also x equal to -2 to y equal to -2 2. So you will get the shaded area for that one. So after that, you will calculate using manual calculation and you will get 12.25. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad Hazwan Azraf bin Muhammad Azman. I am from group 11 and my section is section 8. So we start for the question 3B because the question 3A is about theory. So the question B ask us to calculate to the following line integrals in a counterclockwise direction around the triangular path as shown as figure Q3b. So the first step is we must find C1, C2, and C3. C1, we must insert the coordinate which x equal to 0 plus 1 t, and we type enter and we get t. For the y, we insert 0 plus 0 t and we get 0. Then we differentiate dt over dt and we get 1. Next, we differentiate d0 over dt and we get 0. Next, we input the integrals with the limit 0 to 1 in bracket t squared times 0 times 1 and we get 0. For the C2, the value of C1 is 0, and for the C2, we type x equal to 1 plus 0t and we get 1, y equal to 0 plus 2t and we get 2t. Then we differentiate d1 over dt and we get 0. Next, we differentiate d2t over dt and we get 2. Next, we combine the integrals and with the limits 0 to 1, 1 squared times 2t times 0 dt plus limit with the limit 0, 1, 1 times 2 dt, and we get the answer for C2 is 2. For the C3, we type x equal to 1 minus t and we get 1 minus t, y 2 minus 2t. We differentiate d1 minus t dt and we get minus 1. Next, d dt, d2 minus 2t over dt is negative 2. We combine the limits together, which the limits is 0 to 1 and 1 minus t squared times 2 minus 2t times negative 1 dt, and we get the final answer is negative 3 over 2. So to find the total of C total is C1 plus C2 plus C3, and we substitute the value of C1, C2, C3, 0 plus 2 plus negative 3 over 2, and we get the final answer is 1 over 2 or 0.5. Next, we move to the question 3C, which is the question is calculate the following line integrals by using Green's theorem, where C is the path from 0, 0 to 1, 1 along the graph of y is equal to x cubed, and from 1, 1 to 0, 0 along the graph of y equal to x. So here's the graph as we shown as in the word on your screen. So the first step is we divide the equation by y cubed is equal to m, and n is equal to x cubed plus 3xy squared. Then we double integral delta n over delta x minus delta n delta m over delta y, and we get the delta m over delta y is equal to 3y squared. Delta n over delta x is equal 3x squared plus 3y squared. Then we insert the limit. For the double integral is x equal to 0 to x equal to 1, and for the y is y equal to x cubed to y equal to x in bracket 3x squared plus 3y squared minus 3y squared dy dx, and we cancel out the 3y squared, so we get the 3x squared y. So now we just do the integral and we insert the limit which is 0 to 1, and we substitute y is equal to x, and we get the 3x cubed minus 3x to power of 5 dx, and then we substitute the limit and we get the final answer is 1 over 4. Now let's proceed to the question 3D, which is the last question for D. We type for this simulation is with in bracket vector calculus, close bracket, and then we enter. Next, we type f equal to, in bracket, x cubed y, comma, x minus y, close the bracket, semicolon, and we get and we push enter, and then we type r equal to t, comma, in bracket, t square, close bracket, semicolon, and we push enter, and we get the r is equal to t e to the power of x plus t square ey. Then we type dr equal to differentiate r, comma t, semicolon, and we push enter, and we get dr ex plus 2t ey. And we type answer is equal to product dot product f dr, close bracket, semicolon. Answer is equal to x cubed y plus 2 in bracket x minus yt. And we type answer is equal to subs x is equal to t, y is equal to t square, comma, answer, semicolon, and we get it. T is t power of 5 plus 2 in bracket minus t square plus t, close bracket, times t. And lastly, we put the w is equal to integral with the limit -2 to 1, answer dt, semicolon, and we get the last answer is the w is equal to 3, which is same with our manual calculation, with the answer is 3, 2. So next presenter is question 4.
Hello and hi, my name is Muhammad Shakir bin Sabaruddin. My matric number is AE2100009. I'm from section 8 and we from group 11. So we go to the fourth question, which is for the question 4A. You have to find the first octane of the plane 2x plus y plus 2z equal to 6. So firstly, we have to put this equation, and then we type enter, and then we got 6 equal to 6. And then we just type the z equal to 3 minus x minus 1 over 2 y. And then we also get the answer, which is 3 equals to x, 3 minus x minus y over 2. And then we type a equal to 3. And then we just tap enter. And then b equal to 6 minus 2x. And then we put the range, which is 0, x greater and equal than 0, and a greater and equal to x. Also type the range for y greater equals to 0, and b is greater and equal to y. And then we get the 0, y greater and equal to 0, 6 minus 2x is greater and equal to y. Then we type f function equal to y squared plus 2yz. Then we get the equation y squared plus 2y in bracket 3 minus x minus y over 2, close bracket. Then we have to factorize g equal to 6 minus 2x times with y. And then f equals to g. And then we get f equal to 6 in bracket 6 minus 2x close bracket y. And then the answer is, we have to integrate, which is 3 over 2 times with integrate 0 to a, and then the second integration is 0 to b, f dy dx. And then the final answer is, for question 4a, is 243 equals to 2. And then we go to the second question, which is b. We have to find the surface of the sphere x squared plus y squared plus z squared equal to 4. You have to find the divergence and evaluate the surface integral by using Gauss theorem. And then firstly, we have to type restart and then click enter, and then we type with in bracket vector calculus and then enter like usual, and then we have to put set coordinate in bracket Cartesian x y z close bracket. Then we get like this, and then f equal to in bracket x y z close bracket vector field 7x 0 and negative z close bracket, and then we get like this. Other than that, we have to put f x y z, and then we get the in bracket 7e exponent x plus 0 exponent y plus negative z exponent z, and then we have to put with plots. So the equation is field plot 3D f x y z, x equal to -2, 2y -2, 2 z equal to -2, 2, and then the graph will be like that, the shape of the cuboid. And then the divergence is f x y z, and then lastly we have to integrate flux equal to 0, 3. We have to use 3 integration, which is 0 until pi, 0 to pi, 0 pi divergence f x y z, dr, d theta, and d phi. And the flux is, the final answer is 40x pi squared. So for the third question, which is C, we have to find the line integral and surface integral by letting them to the Stokes theorem, where C is the circle x squared plus y squared equal to 1 on the xy plane with a counterclockwise orientation looking down the positive z-axis. So the question given is f equal to z squared I plus 2xj minus y power of 3k. So firstly, we have to type with in bracket vector calculus, and then we have to type f equal to z squared 2x minus y power of 3, and then we get like this, z squared exponent x plus 2x exponent y plus negative y power of 3 exponent z, and then x equal to cos t, and we get cos t, y equal to sin t, we get to sin t, and z equals to 0, and 0 equal to 0, and the r equal to cos t sin t 0, and then we get like this, r equal to cos t exponent x plus sin t exponent y plus 0 x exponent z. And for the dr, you have to differentiate the r, which is equal to differentiate rt, and then we get from the cos t and this, we get this. After differentiate, dr equals to negative sin t exponent x plus cos t exponent y plus 0 exponent z. And we have to type answer dot product f dr. Then the answer is 2x cos t. And then sub x equal to cos t, y equals to sin t, z equal to 0. And then we have to comma answer. The answer is 2 cos t squared. And lastly, you have to integrate, which is w is equal to 0. The limit is 0 until 2 pi. Answer dt. For the final answer is w is equal to 2 pi.